and roster, at least to start this season. We're going to talk about it. Hey, C-Dub, Bobby, you all in the building. We're going to get into it all and more right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. It's a whole trio in the building today. Usually our Wednesday episode, but with it being cut day, we had to record something special for y'all. Fellas, man, 53-man roster is officially set. Not really too many surprises from the cut list, unless you count Travis Gibson, who recently requested a trade, even though he's come out now and said that he didn't actually request a trade. Mykal Walker's actually on there as well. We talked about how he was a starter over in Atlanta. Kendall Vildor, who we all expected. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward cut list, at least in my opinion. How you got? Yeah. Oh, by the way, to throw out this little stat. From the time Ryan Poles took over the team, there are only 11 players now from the day Ryan Poles was hired that were on the team to up until this point. So keep that in mind as well.
Bruh. He erasing their ass, ain't he?
Bro, Thanos, he snapped their ass, bro. And the losing is gone. That's what he said.
For real. And that's a great segue to my first question right here. When you look like Dominique Robinson, he made the team. And with them waiving Travis Gibson. Do you think that more in the hands of that's our guy? We drafted Dominique Robinson because I think Travis Gibson had a better off performance in the preseason. Just to give him a little nugget, he was better than Dominique Robinson in the preseason. Maybe it's Dominique is my guy, so we're gonna keep him. We're gonna let go the, you know what I'm saying? Is that the case here?
I think it's the case they didn't want to get in the contract negotiation. I think when they look at their defensive linemen, you brought in Yannick Ngakoue, you got Walker there, you got Terrell Lewis, who's going to be a great depth piece and probably is going to be about the same that Travis Gibson could get you. And so you keep a rookie who you still have some promise in. You haven't really quite unlocked all of it yet, but I think that's the way that they view it. If I had to give my opinion, what about you, Bobby?
I think that they looking at Dominique Robinson, you know what I'm saying, as that guy that came in who played multiple positions as still one of those raw prospects that they can somehow, some way get something out of. And if we looking at him in comparison to Gibson, you'd be like, hey, it was they kind of was the same behind Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn, you know what I'm saying, and what they was able to do. And speaking of Travis Gibson, you came out and said that you ain't asked for no trade. Why you ain't tweet this Sunday?
Now when he's cut, it's all, well, I didn't do that. You had 3 days, young fella, to get that done. Now you want to talk on it, but
for real, it's crazy. You could have did this Saturday night after the game. Hold on, when did I ask for this or something? Something you could have did something.
Let's talk about the wide receiver room. I like the six, even though EQ, you might be able to fuss about that, but okay, I know he has a role. But they put Dante Pettis on injured reserve. Give me some insight, Drip, of why they put him on injured reserve. Why they just didn't cut the man.
Well, I mean, it could be because he could come back this season, which if he does, they could then go ahead and cut EQ St. Brown, right? IR isn't what it used to be when you're just automatically out for the full year. He's only has a $1 million cap hit on top of that. So that's a reason. And if they do think that he could be somebody that they keep long term, maybe that's why you keep him around.
Yeah,
trying to rationalize it.
Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I asked, because look at they got both of the kids out, Webster and Darius Fontaine, bro.
Yeah.
One of them kids could have definitely, I think they a little bit better than Pettis. Maybe he got the experience on him, but
well, keep in mind, Fontaine is 27 years old, so it's not like he's a young buck, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I just look at it like they probably could still bring one, because I believe Weston was still on the practice squad last year. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. But they could still, honestly, with being first in the waiver wire, you could definitely see somebody get picked up and they'd be like, oh, this is a surprise, cut. Come on. Yeah, but I still also think that honestly, I think that they don't want to give up too quick on Vegas, simply because if he could just secure the ball, rule number one, secure the damn ball. We know the man can be explosive. And then I look at EQ as somebody who knows the system, who's a good locker room guy with some experience and able to, you know, still be a feature within the offense. So they probably just looking at, hey, we need that size. He could be a red zone target. So I kind of understand it. I wasn't really too shocked about that, to be honest, though.
Yeah, man. Abner, man. I'm worried about our punt.
Out of there.
Yeah, man. I'm worried about who gonna take punts, bro. I'm not really confident in our punt game right now.
They use Hicks to take punts too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Elijah Hicks?
Yeah.
That'll be something I had to watch some film and see if he was very capable of, or even if he was in there. But I tell you one thing, I know that they came out with reports saying DJ Moore was returning them. I don't want that.
No, we don't want to.
I don't
we don't want
that.
to risk any extra injury for DJ Moore if we don't need to, man.
For real.
I mean, DJ Moore is listed as the second on the depth chart for punt return. So
no.
Yeah, I don't want that. I guess that means they feel confident in Velus. Maybe they feel confident in Velus.
Do you think they look at somebody in the waiver? You know, they first to pick.
For sure.
They got to get somebody to, because I'm not confident in Velus sticking back there. And I heard a story about Mr. Scott before this game that they just played on Sunday. Like, he missed he dropped 3 practice punts, they said in this particular story, bro. I know he counted
Scott.
I know he caught him in the game, but I'm not confident, bro.
Tyler, don't let me find out Tyler Scott got that Michael J. Fox, bro. You don't need that, bro. You don't need that, man. But I will say with this, like, I know CW asking you a question, but there are a lot of fairly young guys cutting this. The 7th round pick from last year was cut. And I think from this year were cut both, but they are practice squad eligible, so we may still see them stick around. They won't announce the practice squad until tomorrow. They'll be able to do that and announce the 16 players on the practice squad. So don't be surprised if a lot of those names, like a DeAnthony Jones and things like that, stay around. But yeah, I mean, listen, Pose does it, bro. Like,
Pose is not playing with people. And just real quick, I do like the offensive lineman that he went out there with the mullet. I ain't too fond of the mullet, but hey, if that's you, if you want to go ahead, have you a mullet, chug a brew, crack the can inside your head, you got it.
Nephew.
Listen.
What up, Pops?
What up, Dad? They call him the mullet from the Midwest, bro. Like,
bro.
Nephew, what's wrong with you, man?
I'm not a fan of the mullet, but I do like the player. I mean,
he looks like he belongs, bro.
But I'm not saying he's great, but I think it's a solid depth piece. You know what I'm saying? Simply because he's able to play both guard positions and center. So that's solid.
Now, there's a little concern there with the sacks. The dude's allowed 15 sacks in like the last 4 years. There's a little bit concerned about that.
That motherfucker drunk on Sunday.
But that was him mostly at left guard when he was a center. No sacks. At center, no sacks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anybody feel sorry for Leatherwood?
I do kind of.
Not when you still getting your $4.7 million regardless. I can't feel too sorry for you on that, bro. Like,
you think we got the right pieces on the offensive line? I'm just asking. I think so. But Leatherwood,
I thought Leatherwood could be a rotation.
I still have problems. Yeah.
But I do have questions about Lucas Patrick. But I don't know. I gotta see it to believe it at this point, for real.
Dieter's out of there. Kellen Deesh is out of there. Like, those are young players on the offensive line, man, that look good in certain circumstances in the preseason, man. They gone now.
Yeah.
They out of there.
I thought it was gonna be some weight for those young guys, but hey, the practice squad is still there. Somebody goes down, you can bring people up. That's what is there. I mean, that's the reason why it's there. So, but it is what it is. But I don't know if we're gonna talk about it before it's on your docket. Look, Dylan Cole over Mykal Walker.
That's a bit questionable there for me. That's questionable there, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Dylan Cole has looked solid, right? But Mykal Walker is a proven vet. And when you look at you wanting in a depth piece, you want somebody who can come in, who you know is going to get. This dude had 105 tackles last year. I did not expect him to be. He was not somebody that I expected to be cut at all. Like, not even a little bit.
That's kind of crazy with a guy who had 100 tackles last year. What is he doing in practice? And I don't understand that.
I wonder if
Why
it's
he
a
didn't make
mental
the
thing.
team? It
I wonder
might
if
be
it's a
something
mental
mental, but that quarterback room is a little light. So obviously, yeah, 2 quarterbacks. It's usually 3, and we young in the quarterback. I think we need a vet. We need like a vet.
I think we need talent. I don't give a damn if they're old, young, indifferent. I don't care. We need talent. And they may look at Tyson Bagent and said, listen, he showed us enough, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
You comfortable just throwing the keys to the kid? Like, you know,
how many
Justin,
O's did you put in the word comfortable, bro? Like, did you throw like 3-4 O's in that motherfucker?
Hey man, that's a
He
South
said
Side.
comfortable. Like, what we doing, bro? Like,
that's a South Side accent. Sorry, y'all. Hey, look,
For real.
I just gotta mess with you, bro.
Damn, you made me lose my damn thing.
Hey, Fontaine, we're gonna say it that way because that catch was exquisite, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse us.
What they say?
They said
Oh
it's
yeah.
fountain.
I caught it. I found it again.
Listen, I went and looked at some highlights from college. They was calling that man Fontaine. So it is what it is. I'll say it the way I say it. How about that? You worry about your dick sucking auntie. I got that.
All right. What happened? I had to come back.
Right. Okay, well, out of there. 2 seconds. Hold on. What?
I think Tyson had a very good couple of games, but I don't know if I'm comfortable if something happened to Justin Fields just throwing his young ass out there, bro. Like that. Yeah. So I would want me a vet. You
gotta have that confidence. I got the confidence that Fields gonna be healthy, man. That's why I was on
it's why NFL though.
I mean, it is, but most quarterbacks behind good O-lines, I believe we're gonna be good, not great, but good. Yeah. They last 17 games, bro. We should be fine.
Okay. Here's my thought. I understand your concern, C-Dub, but I'll say this: if Fields, let's say Fields, knock on wood, because I don't even like talking about this. Let's say he does go down, has to miss a game or two, right? They may feel as confident and say, hey, we look at this young guy that we got that we think may be still, and there's always going to be veteran quarterbacks out there. Let's be cool. There's always going to be veteran quarterbacks out there that they can go out and get. If they put Tyson out there for a game and it's like, oh, that was really just a flash in the pan in preseason, huh? They can go out and get another veteran quarterback, bro.
But they will have a veteran, not a great veteran. Nathan Peterman, he moving to the practice squad. He's not a great one,
that's true too. So.
He is the vet on there. He will be on the practice squad for sure.
Damn, Nate, how you get demoted, bro? You was on the squad last year, gang.
He was a practice squad quarterback last year too. It's all right,
bro. He was on the regular squad, bro.
He's still in the system, bro. They can call him up at any time, bro. All they gotta do is be like, "Hey, bet who's going down? We show up to practice tomorrow, Peterman." That's all they gotta do.
I'll bet you that motherfucker mad as hell right now. I bet you he mad. I'm supposed to be on the team.
I wouldn't be mad. I'd be happy to collect those 6 figures just to throw a couple passes in practice. Bro,
this is a competitive sport, nephew. What the fuck?
Hey,
man?
It's levels to this.
It's levels to this. Absolutely.
It's levels to this.
By the way, that shirt is nasty.
Chance, but if they pay me to be on the practice squad,
me or Balky?
Your shirt is very nice.
Come on.
He ain't say that, Big Cole.
I do this, bro.
Very nice.
Come on, man. I do this. When you look at the 53-man roster, right? All the position battles is pretty much set. Everything's there. Is there still any questions that you have on this roster? Like, is there still a question? Do we think that Deontay Foreman is clearly the running back too? Or you think that still may be a battle in practices between now and the Packers game to where they decide who's going to be RB2 between Foreman and Johnson?
That's a great question, and I think that's an ongoing competition. I think it's really close. But if you really ask me, I think Roshan got the edge, but what he brings to the football team. But I think it's still by the nature of what he did last year. I'm talking about Donta. They're gonna give him a chance to earn that spot, but I think it's still a competition, bro. It gotta be.
I think that's a good one with the running backs, but for me, it's gonna be interior D line. Simply because I want to. Yes. I mean, I understand that they're gonna look towards some vets and Billings and Justin Jones, but what if my guy Pickens with the quick feet, what if he starts to go ahead and go crazy? What if let's just say if he has a great start to the season, first 3-4 games, At what point do you be like, hey, Justin Jones, we understand you the seasoned vet, but it's time to take that seat back? Or Billings, you ain't, because to me, they got to continue to go ahead with their philosophy. Put the best players on the field. And they not scared to do that. But you got to continue to be about that if you put that on display for us, last season.
And that's one thing that I think we got to also keep in mind is that with Matt Eberflus, with Ryan Poles, with just this regime of the Chicago Bears, everybody's being evaluated every single day. So, like, for example, with Billings, and I think everybody who's on a 1-year deal, you're at risk to get your spot taken potentially. And some people who are not. So, like, you look at Billings, you look at Deontay Foreman, like, you look at these guys, like, yeah, they're solid players, but they're on 1-year deals. And if Javon, Pickens, Roschon, any of those players show that they can be trusted and developed on, listen, you got to take that back seat. That's it.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly
and
what it be.
Could we say that Zach Pickens been the best defensive lineman in total this whole entire preseason?
I can't say that, bro.
You can't say that?
Is it Pickens? I can't put Pickens over Dexter or Terrell Lewis, in my opinion, bro.
Terrell Lewis been great. He had a couple.
I would say Terrell Lewis, number 1, Pickens, number 2. Number 2.
I got Zach and then Terrell Lewis. Zach has been he's been a monster, bro. He been wrecking plays.
And honestly, I think this time next year, Pickens and Javon Dexter are both going to be starting.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
They're both starting. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's too much talent there. It's too much talent.
Yeah,
for real.
And so, and we'll see. I mean, here's the thing too: is like we've already heard Javon Dexter has been picking Yannick Ngakwe's brain about fixing his get off, which has really been the only thing that we've heard negative about his game is that get off. So if that happens and he takes that year to really learn that technique from Yannick Ngakwe, like and Dominique Robinson for that matter too, he still has a ceiling, and so the Bears are going to evaluate everything. I think they've set it up nicely to where they have a lot of young guys with veterans ahead of them that they can learn behind for a year, and then we'll see what they're ready to do next year.
Oh, bro. I definitely got another. Go ahead.
No, ask the question. It was just a comment. Ask the question.
Hey, on the defensive ends, who's starting? Is it Terrell?
No,
no, it's Walker and Yannick.
Yeah,
Walker and Yannick.
Yeah,
okay.
You definitely think. Yeah, we ain't seen Walker. That's why he kind of out of sight.
Out of mind. Yeah.
But he definitely gonna be starting. Yeah, they paid that man for a reason. He gonna be starting.
Okay.
And he the defensive leader. At least one of them, for sure.
One of them.
He coming. Sure. He coming. Somebody asked a question though.
What question? Did we miss it?
They talking about some y'all see everybody picking the Bears 4th in the division. That's definitely
okay. That's okay. I'm not. Listen, I am not. I told y'all I'm not worried about what nobody picks for nothing. When the pads is on and the lights is on,
let's go.
That's it. That's it. Because we haven't, like, I think people too forget, like, people who are using the preseason as like this huge evaluation of where this team can go. We haven't saw all of our starters out there. None in the preseason. None in no facet of the game. In no part have we seen in defense and offense in the secondary and the defensive line and the offensive line. Yeah. We haven't seen all of the starters in those areas together. None. So you can use preseason to judge it if you want to. When your quarterback on his ass looking up at the sky wondering who the hell just hit him and how that 280-pound defensive tackle just got to him, just remember the Chicago Bears are here. That's it. That's all.
I'm with
you. It's so negative, especially a certain crypt keeper. All he got to say is something negative about the Bears every turn he could get.
I ain't never heard of that, bro.
I honestly don't have no idea who you talking about, bro.
You got a picture of the crypt keeper, bro. He melting his shit all over the fucking screen, bro.
I never heard of this.
Captain Crypt Keeper. Cap.
Oh, that's not the Crypt Keeper. Shout out to David Kaplan for coming through the chat, y'all. David Kaplan coming through to show some love to this motherfucker. Shout out to David Kaplan, bro. Hey, wait, what did Jesus? What's the comedian's name who be doing the roast? Barry. What did he call Cap? Barry. A bald-headed hoe? Is that what he called
him? Hey, that's funny, bro.
Hey, this is the last time I ever get to use this. Kendall Vador on his way out said, we said it. Those rookies looking good, ain't they? Kendall Vador flying south for the winter, bro. You'll find
it was gone. We already seen that, bro. Damn,
crazy,
bro.
Man. All right, the wide receiver room. We got 6 wide receivers. I know CW touched on them a little bit. EQ, Velus, Isaiah Ford stays around as well. No, No, Isaiah Ford got cut. I'm tripping.
No, why is that Ford? It's on the IR.
Okay,
They put him
he's
on
on
IR.
IR too. Isaiah Ford's also
Yep.
on IR.
Okay. I'm reading it right here. Yeah.
Oh shit. DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, Velus Jones, EQ St. Brown. Who's gonna be the odd man out when it's all said and done?
Oh shit. Great
Tyler
question.
Scott. I forgot to mention his name. What happened, CW? You all right over there? You
think
pouring
it's right.
up, bro?
No, I'm looking at my list. I'm looking at my list. I'm looking at my list.
Oh, bro.
EQ. It got to be EQ. Bro.
I think it might be. I think he will be the odd man out simply because
It's EQ.
I mean, I think he could bring something to the table. But when you got speed and you got explosiveness and a guy like Vegas, that's something you want to see if you can finally pull out of. You want to see if you can pull that out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the first four is a lock. And that's Moore, Claypool, Mooney, and Tyler Scott. I just think the battle comes down to EQ and Vegas. And I think if Vegas can just not be a knucklehead during punt returns, he'll be good. That's it.
Fair enough.
He'll be
Fair
good.
enough. How confident are we in the offensive line with Tevin Jenkins and Matt Eberflus come out and said everybody's going to be healthy and ready to go week one? Tevin Jenkins is the only one that's going to be probably missing week one. He's week to week currently.
They was playing us the whole time, bro.
Bro, like I told you, but didn't I say they are playing chess, not checkers, bro? When that injury list got to 22 players, I'm like, ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Like
everybody twisted ankle.
Matt Eberflus literally is like, hey man, hey, you hurt. What do you mean I'm hurt? You're hurt. That's what he said, bro.
Regarding the offensive line, I got some confidence in him, man.
Okay.
I went back and watched the last few games. Justin Fields, he held on the ball on some of the plays, and he escaped the pocket too early on some of the plays. Something that he still needs to get, correct out there. But I think the offensive line, when they step their feet and put those cleats on the field, we should be good to go. I got some confidence. If we rate it on, 0 to 100, I'll probably give you about 75%, 80%. Around now.
That's fair. Hey, I'll just give you the facts. They'll be better than last year.
Yeah, agree. Facts.
They'll be better than last year. They'll be somewhat competent, bro. So we'll see.
I think this is the thing. I think this offensive line is really going to surprise some people. Like, I know Tevin Jenkins not being there is a huge missed opportunity, but I really do think J. Tyree Carter, if he's given that opportunity to come in and show some things, J. Tyree Carter, I tell you what, he looks strong. He looks like he got a lot of that excess weight down. J. Tyree Carter, and keep in mind, like I always say, Eberflus plays mind games. We didn't see a lot of J. Tyree Carter out there either. And I really do think he's like, all right, bet, Tevin, you actually hurt? Hey, J. Tyree, don't even worry, bro. We got 10 snaps for you, but don't worry about it, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised when this team comes out week one against the Green Bay Packers. I'm not saying they're win or lose. I'm not saying any of that, regardless if they win or lose. But I think the way that they operate and go about their business is going to surprise a lot of people, bro.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think so. And Coach Flus, he said our goal is to win a division.
Yeah.
Now, I see a lot of other media outlets, and how the hell are they going to win 6 games? How are they going to win 7 games? They can't block nobody. The defense is horrible. It's just really negative. I think they just do this to push, to get clicks and stuff. I don't know if they Chicago fans or what. But I'm going to say you just get his Bears team a chance. I like what they made up here. I ain't say we world beaters. I ain't saying we Super Bowl contenders or nothing like that. But they going to be competitive in most games this season, bro. I'm telling you.
I think they're going to be in all games this season, win or lose. Okay. And I got to show love to a guy. We seen some type of progression from this guy last year, but we still kind of crapped out on him. But Larry Borum had a good preseason too.
Larry Borum did absolutely.
And I think that's why it's still a few questions here and there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're thinking about the age and the health of Cody Whitehair, thinking about the health of Tevin Jenkins. I'm still wondering why the hell Lucas Patrick is still here. But overall, the young guys are still, I think they'll make up for the discrepancies on the O-line for sure.
Yeah. And Feeney. We ain't talk about Feeney. Do Feeney get a chance to start? You know, he could play all three inside positions. You don't think he started to Tevin get hit?
I don't think so. I think if we're talking about anybody, I think Terry Carter's getting in there as the starter, bro.
Yeah, I think he started
at Cody Whitehair as going as the center.
Oh, no.
Okay. But he said Cody Whitehair is going to be ready to go.
Yeah,
so
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's gonna be
I know he's dealing with the little hand injury, so we'll see what's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
What position group are you guys the most confident going into?
Most confident?
Me, I'll tell you what. I almost surprised myself with this. Really, safety, both of them. I think you have Eddie Jackson, Jaquan Brisker, and Elijah Hicks. Those three players holding down those safety positions. We good, bro.
Damn, can I cut just that's obviously the correct answer, bro.
Facts.
I can't even say I'm gonna go with the linebackers though.
Okay,
just to say
fair.
something.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go with the whole whole secondary, bro.
Facts.
I'm going whole secondary. I think they still kept Josh Blackwell on there. He performed well. You still got, I believe Strowman is still in the building. You got Terrell. Okay, he out. You still got Terrell Smith. You still got Tyreek Stevenson, who I believe is going to be a star in this league. You got Kyler Gordon, who's new and improved. He's Spider-Man now. So I think, hey, we solid secondary. That's the most trust I got right now because we still got to see the other guys put it all together. Secondary for me.
Yeah, that secondary gonna be monsters, bro.
It's the best group on the team,
and we got some of our ball hawks out. Like the people who are gonna get the most turnovers are probably gonna come from that secondary, bro. Period. Like you look at Tyreek Stevenson and Jaquan Brisker. Keep in mind that's another two players that we didn't get to see share the field very much at all. Those two players alone, like once Tyreek Stevenson he got to get those penalties. You got to get that discipline together, young fella. But outside of that, him, Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, like. The way that Kyler Gordon looks being in that nickel, it's like he was made for it, bro.
He was born
for
it, bro.
And so, like, that position group is just going to be, man, it's going to be crazy, bro.
Like, I remember
and you could see. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember a few years ago when we had that solid defense. A few years ago, probably around 2018, we had Bryce Callahan at the nickel, and he was solid. I got Kyler Gordon being better than him. And real quick before you go, C-Dub, Tyreek Stevenson. Just take a book out of Bill Belichick's book. If the opponent wearing white, you wear white gloves. If they wearing black, you wear black gloves. You smart. Like to be physical, just take a page out of Bill Belichick's book. Somebody go ahead and we might have to cut this up and send it to Tyreek Stevenson. Hey, we're gonna send you a box of gloves, Brody. A box of gloves. Make it hard on the officials to call a flag, bro.
Fair. That's fair.
I was just gonna comment on Kyler Gordon. Like you can see the improvement just right there on the field. He's become more physical. Obviously he's smarter coming into his second year. Out for a breakout year from Kyler Gordon, bro, and his moniker, Spider-Man. He's Kyler Man.
Kyler Man. By the way, we also got to talk about another very important cut to the roster. C-Dub's favorite position, the undrafted rookie Schmidt, the kicker, got cut. So that means you got to deal with Mario Santos.
Kick his ass up out of here. I just kicked some shit longer than he can ever think about kicking. Get his ass out of here. Kick all the kickers.
You have an irrational hate for that man. That is funny.
Bro, it's going to come a time, Joe, like, we gonna have to get rid of kickers in the whole NFL. What's the sense?
It's not happening, bro. They're not getting rid of kickers completely, bro.
They not going nowhere. You tweaking. That's easy points.
Why? They cost too many games, big games. It ain't a what's that?
But they also win some games that you would not win at all because you can't get in the touchdown range. But come on, bro. You got to stop tripping on kickers. Kickers are an important part of the game of football, bro.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know how important, bro.
Bro, they changed field position.
Bro, really, it's a lot of shit important.
You can take away 2 Super Bowls from Tom Brady right now if it wasn't for kicking, bro.
You can take that one from Tom Brady. You can take out the win for Peyton Manning against Tom Brady from Vinatieri. You could take out Justin Tuck and stuff. You could take out the 06 run for the Chicago Bears from Robbie Gold when he was kicking stuff. Come on, Uncle.
Robbie.
You gotta show love, gang.
That's the only kick I like is Robbie Gold, bro.
Hey, Gladiator, we call him Dub Bayless over here, bro.
He is definitely Dub Bayless, bro.
And he back. He back. He back.
Hey, with a horrible show. Hey, it's horrible. It's hard to listen to.
They got to get that continuity together, bro. They got to get.
It's gonna take time, bro. I think it's gonna be. It's just gonna take some time to get it all together. But I don't like how Skip Bayless trouts out Lil Wayne every time he wants black people to start liking him again, bro.
Bruh.
Bro, I could get the raid every time he bring
He's been doing it for like 10 years, bro. He do one or two things. He trots out Lil Wayne or them same fucking Jordan 1s that he's been trying, the same colorway he's been pulling out for the same goddamn 12 years, bro. The exact same colorway. I'm trying to see you a Jordan collect. You ain't got no other colors then, bro.
Hey,
it's the same colorway every time.
For real, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, Lil Wayne, the best rapper to me alive. But every time I see him come out on Undisputed, I go get my raid can, bro. It's a roach on the screen.
Somebody needed to tell Lil Wayne to cut the dreads, bro. The fact that he got 2 short ones in the front, he only got 8 dreads in his head at all now. It's the 2 short ones in the front, and then there's like 4 or 5 long ones spread out back that motherfucker, bro. Like, just let that shit go, bro. Let it go, man.
Hey, Brian said Skip Bayless is now Molly Curum.
That's basically what he's turned into, bro.
Oh, he is.
No. Who's the chick that's on It Is What It Is with Mason Cameron? What's her name?
I don't even know her name.
That's Skip Bayless now, bro. That's Skip Bayless.
Bro.
It is what it is, bro. Like,
you already know.
Any last thoughts, man, about the roster? Anything that you guys want to talk about before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, man, just we passed another notch. We getting closer to Green Bay. Who bring that ass here, Green Bay? We about to. Well, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, get y'all merch ready. You gotta have your best merch.
You already seen my game 1 fit, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
that Mark Drip gonna change his outfit like 3 times before the day come, bro.
He gonna be like, baby, this it?
Nah, this ain't baby. Nah, this ain't it. We going to the store.
Is this saying fuck Green Bay enough? Nah, okay, next one. But somebody asked me, when will Roschon Johnson start? I don't think he's starting this year. I think he moves up to number 2 this year.
Yeah, definitely he's gonna be number 2 by the end of the year. I'm saying I think that Roschon will be running back number 1 by this time next year. But this season, I think 2 is gonna be. They really do trust Khalil Herbert. Yeah, they really do.
For sure. Okay. For sure. Last one somebody threw out there. They said, does Tyreek Stevenson lead the Chicago Bears in interception?
I think Kyler Gordon's gonna get that.
No, Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson? Yeah. I mean, he was on that path last year.
Yeah, that was my pick last year. Eddie Jackson. That's my.
But I think Kyler Gordon being in that slot, the way that he surveys the field now, picks his spots, bro. I don't know, man. It's gonna either be him or Eddie Jackson, bro.
Sure. Oh, we didn't say what was the weakest group.
I see that from Victor. Weakest.
That's a good one, Vic.
Let's be honest, offensive line.
I mean, as far as depth, I don't know, man, because if Larry Borom and J. Tyree Carter have, like, just those two alone, bro, if they have the seasons that I think they can have as depth pieces, I think they're going to be pretty damn good. And Lucas Patrick, too, I know we have issues with him, but as a depth piece, if he's not relied on every snap, I think he's going to have a pretty solid season for a veteran, too.
What you think, nephew?
Position group?
Yeah.
I think it might. I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a great question because it's still because you think all these position groups, you be like, damn, he's a great player. Damn, you got one of the superstars here. But I think it might be the weakest, at least for right now, before we seen football. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't seen much of them all together during this whole preseason. So for lack of film, I'll go offensive line for now. He talking about not yet, gang. Not yet. Give me about an hour. Give me about an hour, Steve-O. I got
Bobby about to be gone. All right, fellas, man. Bobby, go ahead and send us home, bro. Let's get up out of here.
Hey, man. Hey, we almost there, man. We almost there to go ahead and face off against these damn cheeseheads. But in the meantime, make sure y'all still tune in to the #1 spot for your Chicago Bears news and daily updates, baby. We right here. Get your best merch together, and we gonna get ready. And we gonna man, we getting a win week 1. Week 1, it's a win. I ain't even on a prediction show right here. Week 1, and Jordan Love throwing 2 picks. But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We gonna catch y'all on the next one.
FGB.
FGB. All right, you guys can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related because of you guys. And like we like to end every episode on Chi-Town Up, Bear Down. Peace, y'all.
FGB in the chat now.